For truly, my children, we are loved and blessed by Lyria. Lyria, goddess of fate, who holds the cards that spell our mortal lives. Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children. Another fine day.
Oh, why, hello. Welcome to Brad and Sergrin. What brings the likes of you to our peaceful little town? If it's trade, Aethiof and I are more than happy to have your business. Trade is good. Not what you'll find in Rathir, to be sure. But please, have a look for yourself. We buried our things during the war. I left something I love, but with all the danger there, I won't go wading back. Just an old merchant, enjoying a comfortable life in the countryside, although trade has been rather slow lately. My business partner, Poor fellow. He's lost so much to the coast. Now his own daughter's gone back there. It'd be a risky venture to say it will end well. Oh yes, Lyria's blessing, our priestess calls it. We have good trade, good health. No violence, no crime. Why, not a soul's been thrown in the... Ah, Gwastel, you old fool. You never did know when to keep your mouth shut. There's a prisoner in the jail. Not a mortal. But Aurella and White Nil said it was right, and it's not as if they see things as we do anyway. He might be happy there. Only please, don't breathe a word of this to anyone. I told you, he's in the jail, in Burren Cove. Go see for yourself if you must. Just don't tell anyone I had anything to do with it. I've gone and run on at the mouth again. Tyrion's Rest is a lovely place, and what's done is done, and locked away and forgotten. Good day, then.
Please, can't you help? I need someone to travel to the Tawili coast. It's my daughter. It's the land that lies along the western edge of the Forian Strait. The coast bore the brunt of the Tuatha invasion 10 years ago. This is my adopted home. The people have been good to me here. But there is no use talking to them of certain things. I gave up trying long ago. I'm a merchant, originally of Culm, and I have seen my share of grief. The village stood alone along the Tawili coast, overlooking the sea. It was one of the first places to fall when the Tuatha invaded. Culm has been abandoned for years, and it's a place best forgotten. Anella was determined to rebuild it, though. Anella led a group of refugees to the town of Culm. I warned her not to go, but she's always been a strong-willed girl. I should have heard from her by now, and the caravanners say that bands of Tuatha have landed on the coast. If anything happened to Anella, I don't know what I'd do. Please, help me. You will? At last! Mitharu bless you, friend. Anella led the refugees to the ruins of Culm on the Tawili coast. Look for her there. If she's hurt, bring her back safely. If she's dead... I know what Culm meant to her. She was just a child when we fled. But this is folly. Even though the Tuatha army is held inside Cluricon, small groups can sneak through the mountains and across the water. It's happened before. If the rumors are true, Anella and the refugees will be right in the pot. The ruins lie south of Rathia and the old battleground. If there's trouble, the settlers may have hidden. Possibly my Anella...
Come out! We know you're in here. Somewhere.
Are they gone? Hello? Is somebody there? Thank goodness. I see I have you to thank. You and my clever hiding place. Can't imagine what those churls were after. They kept barking on about the war sworn this and kill me that. But now tell me, what can I do to repay you? A brief lesson in the art of locks, perhaps? Whoever those ruffians were, good riddance. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art— What? Do you mean it didn't work? This is one of my greatest achievements. I recreated that ancient marvel perfectly. I promised that pledge shield. Finnan, that was her name. I promised her— Surely she had permission, yes? She swore to me— Oh, I see. For Pledge Shield Finnan, yes. One of my finest ideas. I built it precisely for times like these. The original, truly an ancient wonder. Surely the combined work of war-sworn craftsmen and luminaries of the Scholia Arcana. Louts and fools! I could see they wanted blood, so I dove for my hiding place. And not a moment too soon. Now, if you will see yourself out, I have a mess to clean up.
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
Well, welcome to the Reed Song Inn. Come in, and Lyria light your way. If you can spare a coin for our troops in the war, well then, all the better. High Priestess Tyrion made camp right here on her sojourn to settle Rathir. It is said she was given a vision by Lyria on this very ground. I hear the conditions in Cluricon are just wretched. My own son was there, gave his life for the cause. That's why I've taken up collection. Every coin goes to those poor soldiers across the water. Our goddess and protector, the Alfar's guiding light, it was her will we were spared the face sword 10 years back. That I do. We all must do our part. Have you got a few coin to spare, then? And what about them? I don't see what they're doing to fight the Fae. There's a good soul. Say, would you do one more favor for an old innkeep? This purse is full of collections. Would you be so good as to bring it to the box in our sanctuary? I can't go myself, and there's someone I can't trust. Lyria, bless your fate. Sanctuary's just across the bridge at the end of the walk. The box is inside. And if you happen upon the thief, and in my opinion it must take place in the darkest night, tell the priestess to white nil at once. The sanctuary's crossed the bridge and down the path. The box is inside. And keep your eyes sharp. A little thief has been taking from that box. Sometime in the dead of night, I imagine. As long as you're not a sodding fae, you're most welcome here. Goodbye, then.
Greetings, traveler. I am the mayor of this village, its priestess, and its guiding light. Now tell me, child, are you also a follower of the goddess Lyria? Then you are most welcome here to the village of Tyrion's Rest. If you seek healing, I can aid you. The doors of our inn, trader, locksmith, and sanctuary are all gladly open to the weary visitor. Our village is a lesson in Lyria's blessings. Take the two villages, Tyrion's Rest and Colne. When the Tuatha struck this land, which stood strong? That which loved Lyria most. You may visit its ruins on the coast. They are a testament to what befall all who displease my Lady of Fate. Aethiof's daughter and the others who went to resettle there showed great ignorance as to the finality of her will. When the war brought Fae to our doors, there was but one righteous Almain, our own Aethiof. That is why we welcomed him and his willful daughter to our home. Bless you, child.
You know, I take collection for our soldiers off in Cluricon. We must all do our part, mustn't we? Our room in the inn? Why, you're in luck. I have one to... I think you'll find it lovely. A nicer spot to rest your weary bones. And how do you find it? Is the bed soft and right enough?
what are you doing here? I'm just here for a minute. Yes, I was stealing from the till. It's not as if those doomed sods off in Cluricon need this gold. Not half as much as where I'm putting it. You fit right in here. Tyrion's bloody unrest. Well, go ahead then. When they hear all about it, they'll toss me in jail. Not half as bad as my time in the war, nor 1/10 as bad as those poor souls that sleep on the open plains. All right.
May your stay in our town be blessed. Ah, Florian. I should have known. I will look into this. Thank you. Bless you, child.
Well then, what'll it be? Good day then.
Who goes there? Stand forth. Hey. You, what do you think you're doing here? State your business or leave.
Not much I can tell you about the good priestess. For one, I'm not sure she can't hear her. Her power covers this town, and she coddles it like a newborn child. Smothers it sometimes, if you ask me. I imagine it's a fine enough village. If you don't mind some going on about Lyria, then you're not a refugee. It's what we've got for a prison here. Common cells off that way. They don't get much use. Hardly none at all. Then there's, well, there's what lies beyond this door, which is neither for you nor I to go poking about in.
You? Go in there?
No, 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 not allowed. Not on your life. Yes, yes, that would be quite a shame, wouldn't it? Why don't you go on through, and not mention this to, anyone?
You are not Nil the White, nor the priestess. Have you come to laugh, or to beg me for oracles? She saps the power from my limbs and uses it for her own. She is as the cypress, standing tall in a calm, yet bending in the slightest breeze. They brought me here to know the future, wanting riches, wanting luck. When I could give them none of those things, they spat and called me Tuatha. And it was he and the priestess who put me here. He returns from time to time. Nothing at all. I sit in reverie. I cannot stretch beyond the confines of this circle. It is a prison of powerful magic. The magic of the children of dust. Magic that is strange. Yes, more than anything. But as you see, I cannot. There is the gate, which Nil the White can unlock with his... And there is the circle, my true prison, which can be broken by words only the priestess herself knows. Is that why you have come? You'll need Nil's key to open this gate. The magic words of the priestess. Why have you come here, It is a new mortal.
Welcome.
May your stay in our town be blessed. I am sure I don't know what you are speaking of. Do what? Are you accusing a daughter of Lyria of... Do you know who I am? If you persist in speaking nonsense, I will ask you to leave Tyrion's Rest. I have nothing more to say to you. You are forgiven, as it is Lyria's nature to forgive. You, there. See that a guard keeps watch within my sanctuary.
powers return. Benevolent child of dust, accept this gift. The spell is cut like the tree's deep root. What power shit? I have not yet made up my mind. What turn of seasons art? First, I must leave this cave a little while, mortal.
Anywhere, do you understand? The locksmith Pledgeshield Fennin, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy? We must confront her at once. Ori! Henry! Seize her! Pledgeshield Fennin's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Yes, yes, indeed. The duty's yours. I think she will tell us what she knows.
So it was pledged.
I'll confess. I know I can never make amends for the deaths I've caused. But I will try. I stole the key. I gave it to... He swore he worked for the Alfar army. That this could end the war. A man named Elben Merok. I knew him from... That does not matter. He said he's a soldier in Tawili. Though we always met pretty far south of the barracks, near the way into the marsh. In the army, as I said. The only place I've ever seen him is with his friends, where Tawili joins Akatha. My sister, my brother, all fought and died in Chloricon. I thought what I did would help end it, not let slip Niskaru and Dalantarth. What have I done? Stealing the key was the hardest part. Every moment, I was sure he would return and notice it missing. Once the original was returned and I had the copy, there was nothing to it. No one suspected quiet little Livia. That's what the mages in Brigand Hall called themselves? I've never heard the word before. I knew Elbin from a time before the Warsworn. When he first came to me, I wouldn't even speak to him. But he kept at it, telling lies, offering hope for an end to the war that has so troubled my heart.
Given this turn of events, you are to find this Merok character. Extract from him what you can. I have other work for Gwyn. Meet her in Rathir when you're done. Follow the trail, Warsworn. Someone copied that key and stole who knows how many artifacts from our... Go as far as you can to find them, then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir. First, I will have her tend to that vault. High time it was cleaned and catalogued. After that, these mages call themselves Farlongi, right? I'd like to see what kind of footprints that name leaves behind. Or the army. Help with the war. My gods!
Most plenty.
Caught me daydreaming there. So... Sorry. Come again.
Another fine day.
Will I watch the last of life flow from my land? Will I stand still as stone while the essence of its beauty drains away? No. Like Issa girding armor against Own, I, Mihari, will wrestle with the sinking sun, if that is what it takes to keep my land.
Tis done now. My powers are my own, and the balance of Galafor has been restored. I have shown White Nil the nature of his soul. It appears he could not accept it, and now he will forever be a prisoner of his own mind. This one is like a tree, whose bark hold. I did no more than show him the truth of his way. After all, he will die so soon, less than a century. And then the torments he suffers will fade away. There it goes.
Has anyone seen
Hello to the Tawili coast, Mayan.
Area B.
I have rolled up the song within these lands, raked the life from the bones of the earth. I've left it shivering and stripped bare. I hold its dying magic in my arms. It is from this tale that you mortals create myths. There were many battles, many losses, many victories. The Tempest spared no one. Your ancestors hid as the ground trembled under the gathered armies of Lord Ulm. They whispered tales of the radiant Issa, striking the winter Fae like lightning, tearing the looming clouds. It was everything you know of war.
Hey there. I've got supplies if you need. Them. Nice talking to you.
There's roof. I'm sorry, stranger. It seems I'm the man to keep safe.
I can't believe I made it out. Safe journey.
Can't stop now. It's good to keep working. Stay alert.
We've still... Now. What is it that I... Widows spare you.
What's needed now?
that you've saved us, widow's blade.
What am I going to do? I've got to be going, but I can't. And I can't go back to Doveyan, but I must. The war, my friend. The war. I've been called. The truth is, I should have been gone days ago. Only I'd be far more eager for the adventure if I had my family arms with me. They're in there, Doveyan. I'm not supposed to be here. I ought to have shipped out days ago. I need, well, want to get my family arms and slip off before anyone knows I was here. Only how? You're serious, aren't you? Well, with any luck, the old staff and talisman are still in one piece back there, though I have my doubts. I'd pay just to know if they are or not. Thing is, Doveyan's an official army post now. To get in, you'll need an officer's pass. Well, you need to get into Doveyan. For that, you'll need an officer's pass. You might borrow one. Or get hold of a forgery. Mooncamp might be good for that. Hurry if you can. They might find me any moment. Mind yourself in Doveyan.
Did you think the whole army was across the water in Chloricon? No, I'm afraid some of us are stuck here in Doveyan and Rathir. Any news from the front? Lyria, I wish I was in Chloricon. While it's true we Alpha lead, many humans proudly fill our ranks. All mortals unite against the damned Tuatha Fae. They're not mortal for one, nor sane either. I've seen them firsthand. The Freemen are a rogue group of our own soldiers who have grown disenfranchised by the war and decided it's easier to cause trouble at home than to keep the Tuatha at bay.
Fancy you.
You look like you've been in some tight spots. There's a bounty out on a damn set of deserters. What do you say? A fact of life. There are cowards and lying rogues, and that's that. But when they up and run with things of value, that's another thing altogether. You're sure there are Tuatha here in Tuili? It has happened before. Maybe they'll meet some of my good-for-nothing runaways and give them a thrashing. No interest in that five-full crew of fresh recruits had the gall to get fully equipped on our gold coin before they up and ran. The turntails, arms, and armor we can do without. But I'm afraid we also gave each crew a bottle of bog staunch. That's what I need recovered. I thought you looked the sort. The fools are run off down the coast. They'll be hiding here and there where they can, I imagine. They'll be up and down the Tuili coast, I think, hiding where they damn well can.
They found me! Have mercy. Make it quick. Thank Mitharu. I thought I'd die here, the last of Culn's settlers, alone. Anella and the foragers were out when the Tuatha came. It was a massacre until they returned and drove them off. She and the others set off for Verki, where Anella said they came from. If you've got any hope of finding her alive, you'll get there quickly. When we arrived, there was nothing here. Then, like a second dawn march, they were everywhere. Why do they hate us? They're not like the other Fae. She promised we'd rebuild Culn. Should have known that was impossible. Can't blame her. We chose to come here, hoping that war was far enough gone that we might rebuild. Verki, head south through the narrow pass, then turn east. If you want to help her, you'd better go now.
Die, you perish, mortal! Feed the cycle!
Die, Tuatha! I appreciate the help, but my work here isn't done. Unless you're going deeper into Verki, I'll take my leave. I'm not going back until the work is done. You'll just have to help. They're coming in through the water gates in the depths of this place. They must have found them. That's their way in. Unexpected, but thank you. With you here, we just might make it. Let's go. At the bottom, of course. They were used to let boats in. You can be sure we'll find more Tuatha along the way. We were out looking for supplies. Came home to find Tuatha attacking the village. All those people dead. We drove off the first group, but they just kept coming. The survivors scattered. I left... Are we going?
More Tuatha!
lever to the gate. Throw it. The gate lever. There! There's the lever to the gate. Throw it. Get them back on our land. They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. It's finished. Return with me. If I know my father, he'll want to thank you in person. Are we going?
The Norreans are back. They shouldn't have come.
The Norreans are back. They shouldn't have come.
You've returned. I will never forget what you have done for me, and Anella. No thanks could ever be enough, but please, accept this. Not a bird to be caged, I'm afraid. Still, I hope her time on the Tawili coast has opened her eyes to the realities of the world.
Take the lesson of Colm. Those who...
Well then, what'll it be? Come again.
Would you care to sell? Sorry, I mean buy. Would you care to buy something? Come again. Would you care to sell? Sorry. I mean buy. Would you come again?
Hello, stranger.
A thief may turn a lock, a brigand steal a key, but a bard can steal your heart for but a little fee. Goodbye. A thief may turn a lock, a brigand... Farewell.
Enter the Wanderer.
Need some leverage with greedy merchants? Bartering is just a kind of performance, and I can teach you its secrets. The art of the haggle is just another form of performance, and that is where we... Farewell. I can teach you the secrets of trade. The Varani guard their methods... Farewell.
Like your chances?
Need some leverage with greedy merchants? Bartering is... I bid you goodbye.
Someone off the road. Tell me, do you have any peasant clothes that you're looking to get rid of? I can pay you for them. Indeed. It is not clothes so much as cloth. I'm a tailor by trade, and from my hands are born the costumes and curtains of our fair camp. But the players of our camp are always in need of new articles of dress. Bring me some peasant clothes and I can rework the material with relative ease. What, you mean truly? It's been a while since I've had any good material to work with. I await. If I knew, I wouldn't need you around to find them for me, would I? I think if you poke around, you'll dig some up. Pleasant journeys.